Hey YouTube, it's Granny with 73, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing today. I have been watching a collaboration channel called Witchcraftin, and I did subscribe to it. Like I said, I was going to. I checked it out, and there was so many great crafts on there that I had to try just about everything I saw. There is one lady who did, see that star up there? That's for hanging herbs on. She did like a herb hanger. So I gave it a shot yesterday. There, you see it there. And that's rowan sticks from a rowan tree from my neighbor. And I had some sticks left over, so I thought I'd use it for something good. So I hung that up there yesterday. Actually, I got my boyfriend to hang it up there because I'm only 4'10", and even standing on a chair is hard for me to reach the ceiling. There was also one about making offering plates. Now, my plates are nowhere near as good or as beautiful as the plates that were done on the channel, but Ostara's coming. The spring equinox will be on March 20th this year, and I decided this is for my daughter. She's a Taurus, so I made her this offering plate for her altar, and I made two. This one is done. I've already had it in the oven, and I've just used Dollar Store Crafters acrylic all-purpose paint. And there's daffodil yellow, one of my favorite flowers, and I've got the cinnamon brown, and of course, because all witches love lavender, unless you're allergic, which some people are, but it's kind of like a purple that you'd see. It puts me in mind of Easter eggs. So or Ostara eggs, depending on how you look at it. And this is one that I'm still working on. There was also a really good DIY for making your own cinnamon cones. So I started doing that, and these are mine so far. They're a little big, I think, and I made a lot of it because I know my daughter is going to want some, and she has a witchy friend that she has been hanging out with and doing some stuff with, so I'm going to make some for both of them. My boyfriend absolutely loves the smell of cinnamon. He's been in here like 4 or 5 times, and he's been sniffing me like a cat or a dog because he just loves cinnamon. And cinnamon is used in a lot of spells. You can use cinnamon in love spells. You can also use them in abundance spells. And it's a really good earthy smelling herb, I guess you could call it. It's actually a wood, so I'm not sure if it would be called an herb. It's definitely a spice. And I would encourage you to go on Witchcraftin to get the recipes and some of the DIY stuff. These ladies work really hard, and they seem to be right on the money with all their stuff. There's so many things I want to try. I'm going like bonkers because I've got like a million things in my head. So go check them out. So that's what I'm doing today. As I said, I'm doing like 5 or 6 different projects today because it's kind of yucky outside, and I have to keep busy on days like today because if I don't, I'm in bed. I can't handle the no sun thing. I have like a environmental sensitivity, I guess you'd call it. When the barometer drops, my head starts to pound, and I'll get like migraines and such like that. I actually found a way to, without medication most of the time. If I do need medication, it's like Advil or something like that, but even that I don't like taking very often. I'm not very big on pills. I've said it before in other in other videos. Sorry, I'm rolling my incense as I'm speaking to you. But when it gets like this, you know, in the winter and on the rainy days when the barometer's dropped and it looks really yucky outside, I feel like crap. And it's been like that since I was a kid. I used to actually miss school because my headaches would get so bad. And my mother always gave me a compress of chamomile flower and lavender to help with my headaches. Now, I'm a big believer in trying to do everything as natural as possible. When my kids would get sick, I would give them, you know, alternative stuff first. If they get so sick that it worried me, then I would take them to the doctor. I didn't like taking them for every sniffle they got. I make my own garlic syrup every season. I start it usually in September. I'll start it. My boyfriend's dad is actually a big fan of it. He takes it daily by the tablespoonful. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the garlic syrup. There's nothing in it that can hurt you, except for maybe sugar. But you can substitute sugar with honey. Yes, now Mommy's busy. I'm sorry. Well, you don't like cinnamon, look. Yeah, I didn't think so. Go find Dad. Mommy's busy. So, that's my cat Skits. My boyfriend's dad takes the garlic syrup as a daily tonic. He loves it. And I've made him, since my boyfriend and I have been together for like the last 3 years, I've made him a jar of it, a mason jar full. This last time I had to make him 2, and he gave away 1, so might end up with another customer when he runs out. One of his co-workers he gave it to, so. Hello, baby. You want to say hi to YouTube? No? Alright, well, then go away and leave me be. Take the cat with you. I love my boyfriend to death, but sometimes he gets a little nosy. He comes in here. He's been, like I said, he's been in here a couple of times now because of the cinnamon smell. I think it's attracting him like something sweet for bees. He just seems to love the smell. Anyways, I just wanted to say that Elizabeth's story turned me onto this channel, Witchcraftin. Her and a few other people do an episode every day, or they try to at least. And I don't know how long I think they've been on for a couple of months now. And I'm starting at the beginning videos, so I'm probably behind a little bit, or a lot of it, you know, depending on how long they've been on there, because I forgot to look before I did my video. But as I said, go check them out. The ladies really know their stuff, and you would be amazed at some of the beautiful things that they're doing on that channel. I'd just like to say to everybody on that channel, thank you. I'm a crafter. I love to find new things to do with my time, and if it's functional and if it's useful, I'm all over that. I love crafts. I love making beautiful things, and I love being able to give things to my family and to my friends that I've made with my own 2 loving hands, and giving them something that I made specially for them because I care. And it's a beautiful, beautiful tradition to start, giving your family and friends handmade items for birthdays and Yule and Ostara and all the Sabbats if you follow them. If your tradition does not require you to follow them, or you don't follow them just for your own sake, I don't know what your traditions are, but not everybody observes the turning of the wheel. It's a natural process. Everybody feels it, even if you're not witchy. Like, they still talk about the spring equinox and the fall equinox on regular mainstream TV on the Weather Network. They talk about it. I watch breakfast television here in Canada, and they talk about it on there all the time. There's a guy on there, Frankie Flowers. Uh, he does gardening episodes on that show, and I absolutely love him. He's a complete wackadoodle, but he's a great wackadoodle. He knows his stuff when it comes to plants. And they talk about the spring equinox, they talk about the fall equinox, they talk about the winter solstice, the summer solstice. If you're a gardener, then these things matter to you as well. You don't have to be a witch to want to, know about moon phases and planting and harvesting and all that stuff, and when to do it, when it's best to do it. Sometimes the old ways, if they coincide with witchy things or pagan things or magical things, in my opinion, you don't have to be a practitioner to be a magical person. We're all magical beings. We all come from the same source, and we'll all end up back where we started at some point in our lives. Oops, almost broke my plate. And yeah, so that's all I've got to say for today. I keep forgetting that my little eye thingy is over here, so if I'm not looking at you guys, that's, please, I'm still learning this camera thing. I really don't know why they would put it on the side, but I end up looking at myself on the screen, and it's distracting me, because, I'm so beautiful. Anyways, everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe if there's any questions you have for me. Leave me a message down below. And, who knows? Maybe I'll send you somewhere where you'll find something that makes you happy. And you can leave me a message and let me know if there's other DIY channels that I should be checking out. But my review for this channel is great. It's a great channel. And I encourage anybody who is interested in DIY stuff and crafting to go check it out, even if you're not witchy. We're all children of nature and of Gaia and the great mother and father, however you want to call them. Source, God, goddess, they're all the same being. It's all the same place that we go when we die. So I love you all, and blessed be, and I will talk to you soon.